And welcome back to Steam Prison Beyond the Steam, ladies and gentlemen. This once more your main bottom mob, Dr. Wildcard. In the previous chapter, it seemed as if Adage is apparently taking Cyrus out for a first date in this route. But he says he's gonna ruin it all now. It'd be interesting to see where that goes. So I cleared by smiling. That certainly is a mystery. Okay, well. Oh man, there's nothing new about that? About why he's got saved first? About 1 week passed and it came through the fog. Monarchy and desert culture, the way people lived. I gathered enough information to spend at least a day poring over it. Although I was no expert, so I couldn't give any kind of detailed analysis. But the other day in town was what left the biggest impression. Okay, maybe this will explain what was said there. And hopefully, amid the hustle and bustle of the city, I've been hoping to interview you about their views on monarchy. At first, I thought they would respect their king like some people in this house respect a revere and follow St. Ewan. The more I questioned, the more I felt the people generally prioritize themselves and the political system while they existed to maintain order. A thriving market full of busy shoppers spread out before the sultry heat. Among them, the gentle, smiling face of a man with silvery hair laying out vegetables caught my attention. He began walking toward me and owned our eyes met. Apparently he used to work for palace. According to him, our clothes were of the highest quality, like those worn by the royal family, and certain eyes could pick them out in an instant. When he found out we wanted to learn more about the monarchy, he began happily reciting a few very interesting anecdotes. Cadeo? You have heard of it before? It's the evil creature that devours benevolent souls. The late king was a good ruler. That's why Cadeo killed him. He was a kind man who even made time for the likes of me. Such a pity. This thing only devours the benevolent. What about the rest of us? It seems you're awfully picky. I know, right? What gives? and what? Well, yeah, that too. But also, more importantly, why would he want to have others eaten in general? You look, see the monster on its start. Shut up! It's normal to hate vegetables. No, it's not. Well, normal is relative anyway, but I say normal sucks. And, yeah, because if not for people who weren't normal, there'd be no America after all. But yeah, why would you hate vegetables though? Vegetables own packed nutrients. Seems like the people here don't give much thought to the royal family. Well, good on them. Has they appeared on rest and transition the power after the previous king died? There was a bit. Maybe the old king just had a bigger presence, but these new ones hardly stand out in the crowd. The day he passed away, there was an ominous hush over everything, like the country itself had died. Everybody wept and went into mourning. After that, there were feasts everywhere celebrating the late king. Things finally settled down after a few cycles of grief and revelry. And now here we are. The two kings no one cares about. Here we are, always reminds me, as I always gotta say about in Undertale, the True Lab theme. I wrote lyrics to. I'll put the lyrics video in the description. The kings are probably working hard in their own way to carry on the legacy of the late king. They remained in the shadows even as they burned up in his light. Such a shame. The royal family is what makes this king able. Speaking of the royal family, what are your thoughts on the Queen Mother? I saw her surrounded by adoring townspeople the other day. Oh, now there's a remarkable one. No one mourned harder than she when her beloved died. Now she stands with the people to help us move forward together. That's why there's so many who think that King Jivat should rule the country. Huh? I thought we were talking about the Queen Mother. King Jivat? Why him? Don't you know? Queen Jivat is the Queen Mother's son. Wait, the other king, Dream? He has a different mother? Wait, the other king, Dream, he has a different mother? Some investigation you've got today. You haven't learned anything, have you? Just goes to how different people are. King Dream is the son of the old king's first late wife. His mother is not the same as King Jiva's. I see, that makes sense now. Historically, women have had no political power in this country, so it is a swell support behind Queen Jivat as the son of the Queen's mother. Queen Mother. Shopkeeper's words inspire me to conduct more interviews with townspeople about the royal family. As a result, I confirmed that Jivat, as well as the Queen Mother, were a good deal more popular than King Dream. Although painfully to be gossiping about him, however, indirectly. People were so supportive of the Queen Mother that once or twice I even heard basic accusations that King Dream had something to do with the late king's death. I had encountered enough unfounded rumors during my life in the police academy. Despite culture's differences, they all felt so familiar to me. I smiled bitterly. I wanted to gather as much information as possible. Now I was having doubts whether there was anything valuable in prying to the royal family's internal affairs. It feels like sticking my nose into other people's business. It's not a good feeling. This is work, though. I have to stay detached. Oliver, how are the buggy repairs going? Not great. I can't get my hands on any of the fuel using the depths. Can't even find the raw materials. Without it, we're not flying anywhere. Or driving either, I guess. Can't imagine anything worse than being stranded in that fog. So what do we do? Just live out the rest of our lives here? No way. Maybe down here below, but I prefer the depths. It's too hot here. Poor machines can't take it. You always jump to conclusions. I may not have anything right now, but I can come up with something eventually. Probably. Can't say for certain? I never do that unless I'm 100% sure. I feel like you claim stuff all the time, though. Oh well, I won't say anything. Anyway, I think we can use this. Mechanical carry pigeon? Stay marked 1 week since we left, right? People are probably starting to get a little worried that you haven't come back yet. If we use a carrier pigeon, I can put those fears to rest and send them our location. Then I guess out will figure something out. Could you be more specific than that? Afraid not. What's up with his face, this smug look? If I'm sending a message saying help, I'm in trouble, he's going to find a way to get here and he has to crawl on his belly. I mean, he won't actually crawl, because all about image. Anyway, we've got a lot of communication, so if you have anything to say, feel free to use it. I don't really have anything. Me neither. What about you, Cyrus? Let me think. I should probably write something since I have the opportunity. Try to limit yourself to 1 page. This thing has a long way to travel and I'm worried about fuel. Probably be alright though. Okay, I'll keep it short. What's that, right? Yeah, that's what I thought there. There would be a decision to be made there. Hmm. I guess. I think I'll write about the local government. It's a historical monarchy. The country is currently ruled by two young kings. There's Seagull Ulrich. Okay, great. Now deliver this out. Fly away. I would do the Dragon Ball Z theme. I'm not sure if I like it copyrighted. Those notes for that. What do we do if that thing fails and crashes out in the desert? Airline communication is severed. But don't worry, I know it will come. You can say that for certain. He might be annoying as hell, but that's just the kind of guy he is. So what should we do until we get here? The usual? I feel bad about relying on G-Vet's hospitality so much, so I think we might find a way to get back to this country. Give back, huh? With their ability, of course. Although they might not need it. They've been providing care for us, so we should at least return their kindness. I like that idea. I'm not sure what I can do, but I'll try to figure out something. Such a suck up. Fine, I'll help out too. It's not my nature to let other people take care of me. Hey, you're thinking about how I let Al take care of me, aren't you? That's different. I never asked for his help. I didn't say anything. With Carrie Pigeonheart's way, it seemed to fly. Some to get by and get back to their separate rooms. Just as we were leaving, Adage called just for us to wait. What is it? The Queen Mother pay the rest of your visit? Was she supposed to? When? Not sure. I guess it depends on the person. My case was last night. Last night? What for? Hell if I know. She invited me for a drink, but I didn't feel like telling her, so I politely declined. Spending time face to face like that with someone I just met would have been torture. She could have picked the worst person for a cultural exchange. I thought you would have gone to see the rest of you too. But apparently not. Why was it only me? Who knows? We all saw her when G-Vite was showing up around town. You're saying you met with her personally? Hardly. She came to my room and I didn't even know who she was until she explained herself. And when I declined, she just politely said next time and left without pressing the issue. I have no idea what she wanted. So she visited Adage in private? I wonder. Interesting. That's what it seems to me. Maybe she's planning something. You have a point. She wouldn't have come to me if she didn't have a reason. That's exactly what I'm trying to find out what that reason might be. Well, it seems like we won't answer HA answers like this. Yeah. Sorry we couldn't be more help. It's not your fault. At the time I was more concerned with starting the door and where to go to 10, so I'm the one to blame. We can't just ignore her due to her status. We should probably be more guarded about it. I read a book once long ago that said that you can't trust a woman with a sweet scent. Was this from your private collection? Oh, jeez. Yes, it was. Oh, damn. Fingers. You could just read a real book once in a while. I'll have you know I read medical texts all the time. Wow, it's worse than I thought. What? That's awesome! Come on, what's wrong with you, Rick? Several days later. I can't believe they went for it. You're a skilled negotiator. You can thank Javier for understanding we'd all benefit. When I told him I wanted to know more about medicine in this country and proposed the exchange of information, he agreed at once. It sounded like a doctor's job, but you're free to visit the treatment room up ahead if you'd like. What's the point if there's no doctor? I suppose it's better than being refused outright, though. Oh, Adage, it's this way. I didn't realize there was another corridor over here. You know a lot about this place. I've completely memorized the layout of this palace. Just the parts I'm going to visit, of course. Teacher's pet. Memorize the restricted areas too, then I'll be impressed. Oh yeah? I used to sneak into restricted areas all the time when I was a student. Like at the temple. I can't remember exactly where now, but there was a storeroom full of banned books. Banned books? It held all the ones that had been confiscated at the heights, a veritable gold mine. I guess they imagined someone would break in order to take them. Security was a joke. You'd make this to a police officer? You're still on the clock and cane able? Even if you are, there must be a statute of limitations. It was over a decade ago. So you used to be a little delinquent, huh? What do you mean used to? I still am. I'm antisocial with a terrible personality. I can only boil an egg and I'm physically weak. I'm a failure as a living being. Inferior. Recessive. Yeah, that was what his own dad, to use air quotes, called him in the original was recessive. But somehow I had to keep on living. Lucky me, right? I wanted to tell him not to be so hard on himself, and he was a wonderful person. Indeed, no one's ever be that hard on themselves. It was easy enough to say the words, but I didn't feel like I knew him that well yet. Anything I said would be meaningless. Carry over to no more weight than a feather. I don't think he wants me to agree to share my thoughts. He's just venting to himself. It's so frustrating that all I can do is listen. This looks like the place. Wow. What do you think? You expect me to have an opinion formed already? Give me some time. As says, bragged down on the chair and surveyed his room. Picked up each implement one at a time, examining them with great interest. They have an ample supply of medicinal herbs. That's the way it's supposed to be, by God. Use it, having natural ways, not prescription medications. Those can often do more harm than good. And even if they don't, they can weigh you down. I would know, having been forced to take medications most of my life. And, yeah. And indeed, the very first doctor, Hippocrates, said that. Let food be your medicine, medicine be your food. And for countless generations, people had followed that very advice. Until, I don't know, I guess some point in the 1940s, perhaps, when they start having man-made medications and such. And yeah, it just ain't right. The knowledge of pharmacology is better than I expected. Everything seems primarily faith-based. Interesting. Faith-based? Method of treating others by invoking supernatural powers. Since it involves prayers and the ritual summoning of spirits. It has no basis in science. I can't ridicule it, though. Exactly. No faith is ever to be ridiculed. All faiths are to be respected, honored, in fact. We also believe Saint Ewan is a divine being and provides spiritual support. Mind and body are inseparable. In other words, faith is medicine. Nice. That says I have a friend with life that can be saved. I'd rather not trust this whole invisible force. Well, I can understand that. I've heard a saying, God helps those who help themselves. Although I'm not comfortable outright rejecting their methods either, so I'm not really sure what to do. It's just taking this so seriously. I was used to seeing his more cynical side, so this new answer surprised me. You look dashing, or you're just like a doctor? Okay, now, I know that, I'm pretty sure that Molly used this, and yeah, there it is. You look so dashing, Adage. It's about time you noticed. Wait, where's this coming from? Because see, that's the title of one of her vids. You look so dashing. Oh, I'm sorry, you just seem so serious. This is an impression, I guess. That's all talk, huh? Must not think very much of me. No, that's not what I meant. Stop talking. I'm not the type of person who typically says things like that. Feels nice to it on your lips. Don't say it to anyone else. It will cheapen the sentiment. Oh, okay. I won't. As people often tell you you're different, don't they? Different is good. If we were all the same, how boring would that be? Oops. Same as you, I imagine. Most girls wouldn't become police officer. You think so? I don't think it's that hard. Patrol the streets and arrest criminals to maintain order. It's an especially thankless job in a world where peace is taken for granted. If you mess up, they won't hesitate to stare you to pieces. Guess police and doctors are similar like that. I have a basic understanding of their facilities. I'd like to observe surgery if possible, but I suspect that it would be asking too much. Oh, there's a hospital in town, too. Why have you tried them? In town, huh? I'm interested, but no. This place probably has the best medical technology the country has to offer. I doubt the hospital wants to deal with an outsider who isn't even a patient. Sorry for getting you roped into something that's outside your expertise. Not at all. I'm glad to your service. So formal. Guess you're always like that, though. I wonder if I should try being more casual with him. Thought back to what I almost said a few minutes earlier. You're a wonderful person, Adage. Huh? Where's this coming from? Well, you're being so hard on yourself before. While I respect your dedication to medicine, I think you're a really great person. Do you now? I'm being serious, I really mean it. I see. Well, thank you, but it doesn't matter. Why not? You know next to nothing about my past. All you've heard is what I've told you. Defending me when you have such superficial knowledge doesn't mean much. I'm sorry. What are you apologizing for? Save it, I've asked you to. I'm the one who should be apologizing. My feelings get all mixed up whenever I think of you. I don't mean anything when I lash out. Just being immature, like always. I'm sorry for speaking out soon. We spent so much time together, I don't feel like I know you. But there's still so many mysteries. Like how you'd have some memories that are just too painful to talk about. But I wasn't trying to defend you what I said earlier. It's just really how I feel. No matter what happens, as far as I'm concerned, you're worthy of respect. Respect, huh? You don't believe me? It's not that. If you said it, I know it must be true. I'm not the kind of person you think I am. Let's see. Not good with vehicles, your words and actions are strange sometimes. Make me feel uncomfortable with your bad jokes. Hey. But even with all that, I still think you're admirable.
Can't tell if you compliment you or insulting me. I know, right?
Why can't be both? When it comes to people, you took the good with the bad.
Okay, I suppose so. Ha. You're not wrong about that.
Several days later. I wonder what else got read on. Blank file I brought with me from the heights was filled with cover to cover with my notes. T-Light had already been giving me 3 extra scrolls for keeping my request. I was on the second one there now and probably more than halfway through. I couldn't tell if I was happy or worried. Brush suddenly paused in midair.
Gosh. I would have thought she would have used like a quill pen or something. Actually, no. By this point, ink pens probably would exist in this point in history, like the fountain pens.
I've written everything I know about the culture, so the next would be monarchy. I've already made a bullet list of what I'd learned from the old shopkeeper in town, from the people working in the palace. But those were just opinions of outsiders. Didn't know the real story. Asking the royal family isn't as easy as it sounds, though. To put it in perspective, it would be like some troublemaker from the heights asking annoying questions at the temple. It would be turned away immediately. It's just our first expedition. Probably have enough for now, but I could only probe deeper. Who knew what I might discover? I'll talk with G-Fight about it. The answer is no, the answer is no. G-Fight, are you there? Maybe it's out. G-Fight? What, who is it? Queen Mother. Seen her in town before and a pretty good sense of her personality from the rumors and stories I'd heard of, so I instantly recognized her. It was my first time speaking directly to her, my words caught my throat. I wondered if I was feigning ignorance. All the information was flowing in her head was making it difficult to speak.
Mother, I told you I was going out. See, she's waiting for me. Oh, I guess I might as well. Allow me to introduce you. Mother is Cyrus. She's one of the people who came from across the fog. Cyrus is my mother, the White King's wife. That's to say, the Queen Mother.
It seemed the chief I wanted to make an official introduction, even though I already knew who she was. I'm guessing intentions I nodded slightly. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Cyrus. Nev, I'm curious about your cataract, but I must say, you seem surprisingly normal. Despite her supposed curiosity, I didn't detect much interest in her voice. She'd already paid a visit to Adage, but apparently I didn't warrant her attention. Actually, that reminds me. Queen Mother, I apologize for Adage's behavior the other day. Oh? You apologize?
You apologize? What did he do?
It seemed to rather bluntly decline an invitation to drink with the Queen Mother.
Is this true, Mother?
Well, it's rather embarrassing. You see, I heard from one of the handmaids that he was a doctor. So I thought he might be in possession of some sort of rejuvenating medicines.
Mother.
Don't give me that look. I'm still a woman. Still want to remain beautiful to the end of time.
Haha. I see. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm sorry, Cyrus. I'm in the middle of something right now. We can talk later.
No, I was just leaving. I only came to pass the time anyway. Far be it from that to keep my precious son from spending time with the lovely young lady.
I appreciate your consideration. I'm glad the two of you got the chance to speak, Mother.
Queen Mother gave a slight bow and began leisurely walking toward the back of G.L's room. Decorative bells on it closed jingled as he moved. There was silence by the sound of a closing door. Interesting. Interesting. Well, that's actually got me to the end of this chapter, ladies and gentlemen, to keep this from getting too long. And to also keep you on the edge of the seat. Indeed, I'll be kept on the edge of my seat too, because I recorded over the weekend. So, do what I'm doing, please consider shouting. I'll sit back fairly well.